Okay guys, this weekend we are flying about 2,000 miles in the Bonanza.
Not nice to just sit back, relax, fly 4.5 hours across the country without talking to a soul.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, radar contact lost.
I'm going to tell you all about it, show you how it's done.
Go up to 11,500 initially. See if this heavy airplane gets up to 11.5 today. An important new addition today is Starlink. Just got a new landing light. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. Subscribe, click the bell to get notifications, and follow me on Instagram, because that's really where 99% of the stuff goes, because these YouTube videos are a lot to produce. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and so, you know, most of my day-to-day flying is just on Instagram instead. Right up the Snake River here. So I'm flying the canyon. This happens to be the windward side, so we'll get a little extra lift too. We have two types of clouds up here. Clouds full of ice and clouds full of granite. Got a couple of those on the horizon. Really, the closer we are to the mountain, the safer we are, because the more room we have to maneuver to turn around or do anything else if we don't like something. Flying halfway across the country to go to this wedding in Minnesota, get some work done. Coming up in the Bighorn Mountains here. The last little mountain range we got to cross, so then it's just smooth sailing from here. But it is very nice to be able to see this on a sectional that you can actually read and just, you know, glance at the map and see, okay, how far are we from this pass? How high is it? Then I'm going to zoom way in just to read some altitude or something. I can be out here and still read everything on the map. One of the cool things having this little buddy is not only getting work done, but having real-time weather that's, you know, weather radar that's a minute old instead of 20 minutes old, things like that. It makes a big difference for planning and seeing what's happening. And of course, like 1 minute AWAS data and so on. That is going to change the way you fly as long as you use an app like A-Flight. And one of the things we have now is 1 minute weather. So we get 1 minute AWAS data from most federal AWAS sites. Some don't have that available. We just get the regular BTAR. But that way, instead of the hour-old BTAR, you get things up to the minute. Find out, are the conditions actually changing? Are they staying the same? What's going on? And get that, you know, much further in advance. Even just things like when you're sitting on the ground wondering, you know, is the fog burned off yet, or is it starting to lift? See here, you don't have to call the AWAS every several minutes or something. We've got weather data from a number of non-federal AWAS sites as well, but most recently we added SayWeather. So all the SayWeather sites, it's a really cool kind of low-cost platform. It's simple to set up and maintain, self-install for smaller airports. A lot of backcountry airports do solar-powered and stuff like that. You get that thing, and then we get data from them in the app too via their SayWex Air service, which is also just a cool thing where pilots can go and, you know, you can text them to get updates when the conditions change at one of those airports that have the SayWeather system, and so on, things like that. So you can text and get the VTAR, you can text and get alerts when things change, and do all that. Go to SayWex Air, SayWxAIR.com. Find the number there to text them or see all the airports that have those systems. It's a pretty cool platform, and now you can get an A-Flight too. And that data is also updated every few minutes, so you always have the latest there as well. See, like this little cell here, we're painting here as of a minute ago, and you know, we're not going to see anything like that on the next rad, or in, you know, any other random app. Up to the minute weather versus not up to the minute weather. Engine's still looking good. We got everything leaned out. Just a tiny bit lean and peak up here because we're producing so little power. And about another 3 hours and 15 minutes to go. Get some work done, but most importantly, it's snack time now. Alrighty. Not nice to just sit back, relax, fly 4.5 hours across the country without talking to a soul. Of course, there's plenty of reasons to talk to people. Certainly want to file a flight plan, those types of things. It's always good. But something so peaceful and relaxing about being on your own up here all day long. Well, it looks like the weather in Brainerd is winds just out of the north at 6 knots. Pretty calm. We'll pop in here to 8 Mike November 3, Breezy Point. And it's about that time we'll start our descent here. Pattern altitude 2,200 feet. Getting a little warmer here as we head down. Beautiful night out here in northern Minnesota. So Breezy Point is going to be Right out there on Pelican Lake. The resort's kind of right there on that little point. Runway's right next to it.
Breezy Point traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pop is 8 to the west, going to be entering a left downwind for runway 35, Breezy Point.
Okay, go Richard P, quick power out here. I start to see the airport there. We'll widen out.
Gainesville traffic, Celebrity Niner
45 here. Directed around 35. Certainly see the road that's adjacent to the runway.
Breezy Point traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Pop is entering the left downwind for runway 35, Breezy Point.
Okay, so there's the runway. Take this little tighter turn to end up on the downwind. Put the gear down. There's the runway. Okay. Square the turn just a touch. There we go. Right on.
Okay, Breezy Point traffic, Bonanza short final runway 35, Breezy Point.
Okay, 3 green, props fine. Right on. Okay, welcome to Breezy Point. It's a pretty cool little airport. I think there's a few hangar homes too. Oh, it's little hangars, so it's private. You have to get permission to come in, but like a lot of private airports, you just contact them and they're like, sure, you can come.
Okay, well, it was a good wedding. Got a torrential downpour with some hail and stuff, but the airplane seems fine. It looked like it was a little lighter, just a couple miles up here at the airport. But launch into kind of some cloudy skies today. Right now it's overcast like 400 or 700 or something in Aberdeen. That's supposed to lift, but it was also supposed to have lifted by now. So we'll see what happens. It's nice because the TAF is showing no thunderstorms until like 8 p.m. tonight, but there's clearly some thunderstorms just southwest of there, and it's cool to have the forecast radar in 8 flight to go see what that's actually going to look like. And it looks like it's probably going to be a problem closer to like 4 o'clock than 8 o'clock. So that's kind of nice, and it's also just nice to have real-time radar when you're launching into a bunch of clouds like this.
Rotate, pitch up, gear up. Beautiful day.
Yeah, Breezy Point traffic, Bonanza is off of runway 35, departing to the west, Breezy Point.
Minneapolis Center, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa 2,700, climbing 4,000. November 367 Hotel Papa, Minneapolis Center, radar contact. Good contact, about 15 miles northwest of Brainerd Airport, climb maintain 8,000.
Up to 8,000, and that checks Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa.
Okay, go ahead and get ready to land here. About 15 minutes out.
Stay balanced until we pop out to the clouds, if that's okay with you. Yeah, all good, man. Thanks.
Well, it's kind of fun. Sounds like there's quite a 3 going into winter. They just said something about waiting until they pop out of the clouds and then call center to cancel. Maybe they just popped out. I don't know. But anyway, we're about 15 minutes out. Go ahead and start our descent here. We got discretion down to 4. A little bit of weather moving in, but we're gonna. One of the challenging things with a long trip like this, especially spanning like 3 or 4 days, is figuring out what the weather is going to be doing several days in advance, so that you know, is some part of the trip going to be interrupted? Are you going to have to go somewhere else? How's that going to work and plan around it? And that's why it's super handy with 8 flight. We got this 7-day timeline at the bottom, and you just scroll ahead and see what everything looks like, weather, FBOs that are open, airport restaurants that are open, everything you possibly need at that particular point in time in the future when you want to go fly. So you don't have to jump between a bunch of different apps and everything you possibly need all in one spot at the time that you want to go fly, so that you can plan this out several days in advance. And so far, those model forecasts have been spot on. It gives you a sense of what's going to be happening in 15 seconds instead of just spending 15 or 30 minutes and calling a whole bunch of FBOs and that type of thing. So it's a super nice tool to have. You guys should check it out. The 30-day free trial. It's only $60 a year.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, this won't be a far aircraft about 5 miles east of the field. As it indicates, 2,600 appears to be maneuvering.
7 Hotel Papa, yeah, we got him on TCAS, thanks. Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa. 10 to the northeast, going to be left downwind for runway 13 Aberdeen.
Okay, 1 notch of flaps. Right on here.
Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, left base to final runway 13 Aberdeen.
Okay, 3 green, prop's fine. Good on speed. Coming down. I also went to the first turn off, but that's fine. Just a few knots fast. Give you a couple hundred feet of float. Not my best work. Not like the landing in Breezy Point.
Okay, great stop here at Hangar 9 in Aberdeen as always. Quick oil change done. Swapped out some spark plugs. And now we are headed to Bozeman. Weather's still exactly as has been forecast, so as long as we get there before like 8 o'clock, and it should be like 6, 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock, something like that, then weather should be great as well. There we go.
Okay, just had a thunderstorm move through here, and now it's clear shot the rest of the way, so I'm going to taxi down to, I don't really, runway 31.
Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa is on the ramp, taxi runway 31 Aberdeen.
Maybe, you know what, screw it, it's like a direct cross.
And Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa crossing 3113, taxi runway 35 Aberdeen. Minneapolis Center, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa on the ground at Aberdeen.
November 367 Hotel Papa, Minneapolis Center. Are you number 1 ready to go?
Hey, firm will be using runway 35. Look for that IFR to Bozeman.
November 367 Hotel Papa, cleared from the Aberdeen Airport to the Bozeman Airport via directed billings as filed. Climbing maintain 8,000. Block 3074. Report airborne on this frequency. Turn towards in 5 minutes.
Okay, we're cleared from the Aberdeen Airport to the Bozeman Airport via direct billings as filed. Maintain 8,000, squawk 3074. This frequency void in 5 minutes. Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa.
November 367 Hotel Papa, readback is correct. I'll talk to you in the air.
Okay, so that makes it easy. We can pop through this cloud layer that's still hanging out over there.
Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa, departing runway 35 Aberdeen.
Okay, slight right crosswind. Yeah, I don't even know if this runway was any better. It's kind of directly across every runway here today. Okay, everything's in the green. Clearly wind veining a little bit into the wind. Airspeed's definitely alive. Everything's still looking good. Let's hold it right here. Top it off. Crab into the wind. Nice little crab angle. Still a little airspeed, start to climb, and about out of runway we'll get the gear up. Very different approach at sea level versus at a 9,000 foot density altitude in Alpine.
Aberdeen traffic, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa is off the runway 35, departing to the west, Aberdeen. Minneapolis Center, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, 2,400, climbing 8,000.
November 367 Hotel Papa, Minneapolis Center, Aberdeen, altimeter 3008.
3008.
Well, it has been an eventful week. Flying halfway across the country to go to this wedding in Minnesota. Stop here, get some stuff done on the plane, see my parents, family, get some work done, And now today is my girlfriend's birthday, gonna go see her in Bozeman. And it all worked out perfectly, just according to plan. Thanks to 8th Flight.
November 367 Hotel Pop, radar contact 10 miles west of the Aberdeen Airport. The altitude leaving.
We're climbing through 4,900 for 8,000. Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa.
Thank you.
Okay, here's 8,000. We'll level off. Take the power back, close the cowl flaps, heat it out. Oh, it is so quiet out here today. We're finally back on top of the clouds. Nice smooth ride. The 11 knot headwind. Don't love that, but it's been so quiet. I wondered if I lost Minneapolis a little bit ago, and then somebody chimed in. But I mean, it's been like a half hour between transmissions. It's kind of crazy. It's super quiet out here. At least 15. It's just dead silent.
November 367 Hotel Papa, contact Salt Lake Center 126.85. Good night.
126.85, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa. Good night.
And there we go. That's the end. Whew. That might be the quietest sector I've ever flown through for like the longest period of time. Like the longest period of just absolutely nothing happening on the radio. It's real quiet out here today. We're in the middle of nowhere with, cloudy skies and stuff, so literally no one's flying.
Salt Lake Center, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa, 8,000.
November 367 Hotel Papa, Salt Lake Center, welcome, Miles City altimeter 3015.
3015.
November 367 Hotel Papa, radar contact lost, air position altitude.
We're 234 miles east of Billings, 8,000, November 367 Hotel Papa.
367 Hotel Papa, I guess I don't have the best radio and radar coverage in that area. Is there any way you can climb to 10,000? If not, you can stay at 8,000, that's fine. I just might keep dropping off radar there. If you're able 10,000, that'd help a lot. If not, no worries.
I mean, if it works for you, we'd probably prefer to just stay here at 8. It looks like the headwind's going to be quite a bit stronger at 10. We got to climb eventually, but if we could just stay at 8 for now, that'd be great. It's not too much trouble.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, roger, no problem. And radar contact lost and certify level 8,000.
Affirm, we're level at 8,000, Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa.
Number 367 Hotel Papa, report 225 miles east of Billings.
Okay, we'll report 225 miles east of Billings, November 367 Hotel Papa.
And Center Bonanza 7 Hotel Papa is 225 miles east of Billings.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, I appreciate the report, thank you.
I'm happy to help. Do what I can, you know.
Number 367 Hotel Papa, report 4-5 miles east of Billings VOR, please.
Okay, we'll report 4 or 5 miles east of the Billings VOR, November 367 Hotel Papa.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, you can end of block communications. You can contact Billings approach on 120.5, 4 or 5 miles east of the Billings VOR. 120.5, 45 miles east of Billings. For now, just report 4 or 5 miles east of Billings VOR on my frequency.
Okay, we'll report 4 or 5 miles east of Billings, and if we don't get you, we'll try 120.5, Bonanza 367 Hotel Papa. Alrighty, here we are. The smoke seems to have moved back in a little bit, a little hazy. But back in Bozeman again. There's the airport. Alright, so this all worked out exactly as expected. You can see off in the distance those storms that are moving in here in a couple hours. Exactly like in that forecast model. So it was really great to know what was going to work, what wasn't, and be able to plan around all of that for this entire 4-day trip, plus beyond.
Traffic 5 miles east, left downwind 6,800, descending Bonanza, traffic 6 mile right base, 737, for 912, clear takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 12, Sky 5786.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, traffic departing 12, straight out, EasyJet, caution right turbulence.
I will be looking for him, 7 on top.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, traffic 2.5 mile final 12, 737, report traffic inside.
We have the traffic inside Bonanza 7 on top.
Number 7 Hotel Papa, maneuver to follow the 737, caution right turbulence, for 912, number 2, good on.
Okay, number 2, traffic, clear to land, 12, Bonanza 7 on top.
God, it's pretty here.